Have you ever seen such a unique way to wake up? Buck, the mischievous pup, was dragged out of the room by his owner. The nannies heard the commotion and immediately knew something was about to go wrong. Sure enough, they rushed to hide the food they had just prepared. Buck, meanwhile, gave them his best sad puppy look. But those tricks weren't working anymore. When he caught sight of the delicious treats, he couldn't help himself. At that very moment, the wealthy owner was taking a family photo when Buck suddenly barged into the shot and plopped himself right down in front of the camera. When everyone noticed the chicken leg in Buck's mouth, they knew trouble was brewing. Just as expected, the entire table of food was ruined. It was the first time Buck was locked outside overnight. Later that night, a servant lured Buck into a car with some food. Before he knew it, Buck was sold off to Alaska. When he arrived in the north for the first time, he strutted around like a city boy seeing snow for the first time in his life. Curious about everything, Buck didn't realize what was coming. The next thing he knew, he was thrown into a cage, up for sale. A man took one look at Buck's strong, muscular build and made his choice. That's how Buck got his second owner. But when the man's wife laid eyes on Buck, she wasn't exactly thrilled. Still, Buck was given a collar and officially became part of the team. As the group prepared to set off, Buck had no idea how to keep up. He tried sprinting forward with his front legs, but before long, going too fast caused him to tumble and get dragged along by the other dogs. After some time, though, Buck started to find his rhythm. He finally got the hang of things, until a rabbit darted past, capturing his attention. The whole team went crashing down again. Like a child who just made a mistake, Buck looked away guiltily. But instead of scolding him, his owner encouraged him, telling him not to give up. Over the following days, Buck learned how to work with the team. Though sometimes picked on by the husky, he always managed to deliver the mail on time. By the end of each day, he'd collapse from exhaustion. One night, Buck was jolted awake by the cold. Used to the warm comforts of his rich owner's house, this was the first time he had felt true winter chill. He sneaked into the tent and accidentally pushed the woman out while trying to snuggle in. Freezing and furious, she woke up and kicked Buck back outside. In the days that followed, Buck grew more and more skilled at his job. Then came a day like any other, except the rising temperature caused the ice to crack. The woman fell through without warning. Without hesitation, Buck leapt into action and pulled her to safety. But exhausted from the rescue, he slipped back into the icy water himself. His owner, frantic with worry, began smashing the ice with his bare hands. Just when he thought all hope was lost, something brushed against his arm. It was Buck. Overcome with joy, he pulled Buck out and hugged him tightly. All of this was witnessed by the ever-watchful husky from afar. That night, the woman quietly slipped Buck an extra chicken leg as a reward. The husky, watching from the shadows, could barely contain his jealousy anymore. He decided to take matters into his own paws by killing Buck's rabbit to remind everyone who was really in charge.